All right, so here we have Brandon, and Brandon is a discus thrower. He sent this video into me last Thursday, so trying to get caught up on some of these free ones. Again, I get a lot of these a day, and I really want to pick out the ones that I think have different stuff that we haven't talked about before. So if you go back the past couple of weeks, you see there's a lot of video analysis sessions that have been done. This is where you want to go to learn more about your throw. Again, what we're going to see here with Brandon is there's a lot of stuff in his throw that he needs to work on that we have not spoken about before, that we have not talked about before. So we're going to get into that right now. So Brandon's video here, you can see, and this is a slow motion video, but there's a few things that we want to look on. I'm actually going to grab it and move it a little bit quicker. So does a really good job of a few things. Number one, pulling that right arm back. He does a great job of pulling the right arm back. And he does a good job too of keeping separation, keeping that arm long. Now, what we're going to start to see here at the end of his throw, and something probably Brandon gets told a lot, is that he's very tall. So as a thrower, I like to equate throwing to jumping. Now, if you were going to jump in the air, you're going to bend your legs. If you want to use your legs, you need to bend them. And what we're seeing here with Brandon is that he's very tall, he's very upright. So let's start going through this and see places where we can have Brandon really work on this. Now, what we'll see here, again, we're going in slow motion. We're kind of going as slow or as fast as we can with slow motion video. But I want you to notice, and it's easy to see with Brandon here, is his hat. So watch his head, watch his hat. Watch how, when we get going here in the back of the circle, Brandon's going to go down as he gets to the back to center, and then he's going to stand up. So you see how he kind of lifts himself up? It's tough to see. Let me see if I can actually drag the cursor and make this faster. There we go. So he goes, the beginning of his throw, he gets low, stands up a little bit on the right, gets low again, and then stands up a little bit on the left. So he's got that kind of letter U shape where he's down and up. You see that? Down, up, and then down, up. So he goes down, up, down, up. So it's up onto the left, down with the left, up again, extending the left. So he goes extension on the left, bending the left, and then extension again with the left. So we got to get rid of this up, down, up, this little extra up, down, up that he's doing in the back. That up, down, up that he's doing, that little bit of time it takes for him to rebend the left knee and then drive is causing a little bit of over rotation. You can see right here from his foot where his foot and knee are pointing. The foot, the knee, the hip are all pointing over here, way down into the left side of that circle, way beyond the other side of that left sector. So we've got some over rotation, but the over rotation, if you were just to stay low, okay, let's go back. If he were just to stay low on that left without the up and down, he would start his drive right about here. And then he would drive, be able to hold that left knee and drive more down toward 6 o'clock, down the middle of that sector. All right, so that's what we're looking for. So let's get rid of that up, down, up. Slow motion's killing me here. So no more of the up, down, up. Just stay low and go. Get low on that left leg. Don't lift up. Don't lift into the throw. Get low. Think about bending that left leg, not standing up on the left leg. Okay, so bend. Get low on that left. The other thing we need to work on is staying balanced on that left a little bit longer. If we just pause the video right here and we said, all right, try to stand up, try to get in this position, just stand up out of your seat and try to get in this position and see if you're able to do that. See if you're able to keep your balance. More than likely, you wouldn't be able to, and you would fall backwards. That's exactly what's happening here. You're not getting around that left side. The reason you're not falling is because you're moving, but you're not getting around that left side. Let's work on staying balanced on your left leg and shifting your weight over your left leg. Instead of turning that left foot and getting in this kind of crisscross ballet looking position, let's really work on rotating around your left side. Get this right leg nice and long, rotate around your left. Now, I often call this like a pizza slice. If you think of it like crust on pizza, it's got that circular, that curve to it. We want to see that right leg go all the way around your left before you start to run down the middle. Get that right leg all the way around the left. Here we're just sort of kicking and sort of shift. We're just not shifted onto that left. Or if I told you to do a 360, just to try to spin around and do a 360, it would never look like this. So spend a little bit more time on that left leg. Spend a little bit more time getting around your left and stay lower on the left. So bend that left leg and stay low. The other thing we got to take a look at is how tall you are throughout the circle. And you barely have your legs bent throughout this entire throw. You can see here as you get to the middle, that right foot plants down and that leg is almost straight. I want to see you get really active with this right foot. Allow this right foot to continue to rotate around. Don't stop it here. See how that right foot stops? Don't stop it. Bend that right leg and let excuse me, let this right foot continue to pivot. And you can see here when you get into your power position, it's really, really narrow and you barely have any bend to those legs. We got to really get down in a nice athletic position. If you were to bend that right leg a little bit more, you'd be able to stretch that left leg out a little bit more. Your legs would be a little bit wider, your feet would be a little bit wider, your knees would be bent, and you would kind of look like you were getting ready to jump. You would have a nice athletic bend in your legs. And you can see here, you're kind of jumping and throwing. You can't extend those legs and rotate those hips because your legs are already kind of extended. So let's work on getting a little bit more bend in those legs and getting in a more athletic power position in the front, not just kind of hopping, doing a little bunny hop off the ground and throwing. That's not powerful. Keeping those feet on the ground, being able to really forcefully extend your legs and forcefully rotate your hips, using your left arm a little bit better. Keeping that left arm back, keeping it closed, but then using it at the end of your throw. Keep this left arm long and use it. Whip that left arm around. Don't just let it passively kind of pull in and then do this little bunny hop and throw. Keep yourself low. Bend your legs in that power position. Get low, almost like you're going to jump. That way you can drive into that board. You should be trying to crack this board when you do a standing throw. You should be pushing down so hard on this piece of plywood that you're trying to crack it right down the middle. That's how hard you want to push down into the earth. You don't want to just do a little bunny hop and jump off the piece of wood. You want to drive your legs down, and the only way you're going to do that is by really getting in a good athletic position, bending those legs, and getting in a more powerful position. All right, so that's what I want you to work on. I want you to spend more time on that left leg in the back. Work on getting around your left side a little bit better. I want you to stay low in the back of the circle, get rid of that up, down, up motion. And I want you to get low in the front of the circle. Get low in that power position. Get a nice active right foot. Allow that right side to continue rotating around. Bend your legs. Really bend the legs almost like you're squatting or jumping. That way you can apply more power at the end of the throw and you don't have to do that kind of bunny hop and release thing that you're doing now. All right, so awesome stuff. You got some stuff to work on. You look like a big, tall kid, which is awesome. That's what I like to see with my throwers. I like to see a little bit more height, athleticism, explosiveness. It looks like you've got all of that already, which is great. Now we just need you to put it together. Need you to bend those legs, get explosive, get low, and really drive up into that throw at the end.